What's up, guys? I, I think this was day one of the submersible that was heading towards the Titanic. I think this is day. Well, today's the 20th, so this is yesterday. Sorry, yesterday. So let's listen to this press conference and.
Good afternoon. I'm Captain Jamie Frederick with the 1st Coast Guard District Response Department, which oversees search and rescue operations under Rear Admiral John Mauger, the 1st Coast Guard District Commander. I'll provide a brief recap of our coordinated search efforts for the 21-foot submersible with 5 people on board, along with providing an update on current search efforts and plans for the next 24 hours. On behalf of all the men and women of the United States Coast Guard and our search partners, we offer our most heartfelt thoughts and prayers for 5 crew members, their families, and their loved ones. Our crews are working around the clock.
I just have a bad feeling, guys, that the 5 members that were on this submersible, I think they probably passed away the first day. Like right after the submersible lost contact with the mothership. That's probably when they all lost their lives. That's just what I think happened. I think this tin can, that's what it looks like, guys. Like literally, the inside of this thing is like a tin can, and you sit in it. Like there's no chairs or comfortable seating in it. No, you're sitting down Indian style inside this tin can. That's what it is. This thing probably went into water and went like a tin can. Like, I'm sorry. I mean, I hate to be an asshole. There's still like 20 more hours before oxygen runs out in this thing. But, yeah, this ain't, yeah, it's not good. Like it's not gonna end good. They may never even find this thing.
To ensure that we are doing everything possible to locate the Titan and the 5 crew members.
Sorry, it's so soft.
Yesterday, we stood up a unified command consisting of expertise from the United States Coast Guard, the United States Navy, Canadian Armed Forces and Coast Guard, and the Titan's parent company, Ocean Gate Expedition. This is a complex search effort which requires multiple agencies with subject matter expertise and specialized equipment. While the U.S. Coast Guard has assumed the role of Search and Rescue Mission Coordinator, we do not have all of the necessary expertise and equipment required in a search of this nature. The Unified Command brings that expertise and additional capability together to maximize effort in solving this very complex problem. As a recap, on Sunday, the Coordination Command Center in Boston received a report from the Canadian expedition vessel, Polar Prince, of an overdue 21-foot submarine Titan with 5 people on board. The Titan was attempting to dive on the wreck of the Titanic, approximately 900 miles east of Cape Cod, 400 miles south of St. John's. Approximately 1 hour and 45 minutes into the scheduled dive, Polar Prince lost all communication with the Titan. Polar Prince conducted an initial search and requested.
Once it lost communication with the submarine, that's when they should have called and said something was wrong. But they waited for 2 hours after that to call in and say something was wrong. So technically, they lost 2 hours of potential time to find the submarine. But a lot of people are saying they dropped this submarine right directly above the Titanic. So there's a possibility, and it just haunts me to think this. But there's a possibility that submarine went straight through the Titanic. And maybe this submarine is literally inside the Titanic. Think about that. They dropped it directly above it. So there's a possibility this thing's inside the Titanic. So 100 or so years ago, when the Titanic sunk because of an iceberg, and we lost all those people in the Titanic, it possibly could have claimed the lives of 5 more people in 2023. That's crazy to even think, but it's a big possibility.
Coast Guard assistance. U.S. Coast Guard in Boston assumed the responsibility of Search and Rescue Mission Coordinator and immediately launched search assets. Since Sunday, the Coast Guard has coordinated search efforts with the U.S. and Canadian Coast Guard, Air National Guard aircraft, and the Polar Prince, which has searched a combined 7,600 square miles, an area larger than the state of Connecticut. These search efforts have focused on both surface and C-130 aircraft searching by sight and with radar, and subsurface with P-3 aircraft were able to drop and monitor sonar buoys. To date, those search efforts have not yielded any results. Search efforts have continued through last night and today. Today, the vessel Deep Energy, a 194-meter pipe-laying vessel, arrived on scene with underwater ROV capability. They have rendezvoused with the vessel Polar Prince to then commence an ROV dive at the last known position of the Titan and the approximate position of the Titanic wreck. That operation is currently ongoing. Additionally, the Canadian P-3 aircraft is currently conducting a 6-hour search of the area, and several C-130 aircraft and another P-3 are scheduled to fly this afternoon and this evening. The Canadian Coast Guard cutter or vessel John Cabot is scheduled to arrive later this evening, and several other Canadian Coast Guard vessels and the Coast Guard cutter Singapore are en route. Additionally, the U.S. Coast Guard has the U.S. Navy's Submersible Supervisor of Salvage and Diving Command is working with U.S. Transportation Command to bring additional assets to the search area. These more capable assets will be staged at St. John's for further transport to the search area. There are also several private research vessel ROV capabilities that are making preparations to join the efforts. I want to reiterate, this is a very complex search, and the unified team is working around the clock to bring all available assets and expertise to bear as quickly as possible in an effort to solve this very complex problem. We'll continue to provide updates as they become available. Again, our thoughts and prayers are with the crew and the families of the loved ones. We will provide unwavering effort.
So, yeah, there's like less than 20 hours left before they find it. They have to find this. And even if they do find it, they got to get another submarine to go down there, hook to this submarine, bring this submarine out of the water, and, like, I don't think they actually do that. I think they, like, have a crane or something from the boat that will hook. The submarine will have to go down and hook it, and then they pull it up with this crane, which could take hours, I'm sure. And I'd say their time's up. Like, I'm sorry. I hate to put it that way. People want to hope that they find this submarine and that everything is fine. It's just not gonna be. Sorry, it's just not gonna be. Like, it's sad. It's sad. 5 people lost their lives because of this.